Hello everyone, I'm Henry, a senior chess enthusiast, and I'm gonna analyze the game I just played. It's a rapid 10-minute game, no increments or delays. And I'm gonna use the engine to analyze the game so I can see what I did good or bad or some things that I missed. So, as you can see there, I'm at 1181 in this moment. My peak rating in rapid playing 10 minutes is around 1298 or 99, something like this. I didn't get to 1300 yet. And then I lost a lot of games trying some few things, and so I'm back to 1181 on this game. So let's analyze. Okay, so I open with e4, my opponent played e5, and well, I'm just gonna move. No, okay, let's continue. So then I played bishop to c4, maybe thinking about threatening that f7 pawn. So my opponent played knight f6. He's threatening my e4 pawn, so I defended with d3. For now it's just book moves, but for me it's just normal moves. So we played c6, and I played h3, just because if this pawn moves, then this bishop cannot come here, so that was my intention. So he really played d5, threatening my bishop and my pawn. So I took the pawn, thinking that if he takes, then I can check him. Okay, so that was my plan for now, and that's exactly what happened. And then he played bishop d7, and I thought, okay, I can take it now. Okay, but I had another thing in mind, so I played, well, what's the engine is saying is a big mistake or a blunder. So this is probably the worst move I could make. Anyway, I had a plan. I will explain now. So he threatened my knight, but I was already thinking that I could take there. Then he had to take, or with the queen, or with a knight, or something like that. And then I would play my knight after. So this is exactly what happened. He took with the knight, and I moved my knight with ideas of maybe coming to this square, something like this. So let's continue. Okay, I was expecting this check, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna block with my bishop, and then even if he brings this bishop here, I have this move, okay, and if he takes, I still have defending with the knight, and if he takes, I'll attack his queen, and I will have this diagonal if he castles kingside. And well, that was what happened. So he played, I played, he played. Everything is going according to my plan. He takes, I take, he take, I take, yes, and then he goes with the king. Of course, now he's threatening my g2 pawn that has no defenders. So I thought, okay, I made a lot of blunders in the past, and I know that for the engine this is the best move, but I was thinking that I don't know, maybe you can come with this, and then things get complicated for me. So instead I just played the queen. For the engine is a bad move, but I was thinking if he takes, I'll take and I'll develop my knight, and even if he makes the same threat and I'll take and he takes, then I can castle, and well, I have that pawn after that I was eyeing to. So let's go back to the position. So he didn't took the queen, but he came with the pawn. So I did exactly what I was thinking. He took with the knight, he's threatening my bishop, but I had this plan already in my mind when we were here, and I played the queen. I already thought that he would make this, I would take, he would take, and then I would threaten his queen. And like this, his knight is not hanging, but well, it's going to be harder to defend. So he went with the queen back to defend the knight, and I just took my knight out. I could have taken that pawn. I saw it from a distance, but I was not yet ready to make that move, just because my g3 pawn then it will be, because if I take there and then it brings the rook, then I have to take my bishop back and then he can enter. Okay, now the queen is here, but before it was not, so this was more or less my thought. Okay, so going back to the game, e-castle. So now I lost the opportunity of taking that pawn. Okay, so I castle, and now I was waiting for him to take that pawn a long time ago. He did not, and now according to the engine I had a move that it was this one, where I had a triple fork. Okay, because even if he took and I took, I will take a knight after, but I didn't saw this. What I saw was this one, okay, and attacking the knight with two pieces, okay, and that's what I did. And of course I was seeing that I was gonna probably lose my knight, but I was gonna take that knight, so everything was fine for me, and I was already in the 7th rank. I have this d1 book that is already clear. Okay, so he played this move, and here I thought, well, the best thing I can do is to put the queen on f5, targeting the knight and the pawn too. Even if it's defended now, I had ideas of bringing a rook to some place. So that's what I did. He retired with the knight back, and of course I attacked his queen, knowing that even if he goes to the a6 and threatens that pawn, and if I take and he takes, I am still good. I am threatening his queen, and we still have this pawn here. My idea was to make something like this. Of course I cannot take because of the knight, but if I take the knight, then that pawn will not be defended. So let's go back to the game. So I threatened his queen, he went back to a6, I took the pawn, he did not take the pawn, and he played to defend the knight, because we still have this idea, but I have a tempo, so he can defend that. So I played queen g4, threatening to take that pawn, and he attacked my queen, and now I think this was my key move, at least from my perspective, that I went queen g6. So I'm pinning the knight, and I was thinking already that even if the thing stays like this, let's say, let's make a some random move. I thought that he could make this, and if he made this, I would check there, and I could already take I didn't saw that I could take like this because the pawn is pinned. Just saw that rook there for the take. So, but what happened? He moved his queen. So now this knight has just one defender. So, of course, I took the rook because I knew that after I had a check. And that's exactly what happened. He moved his king. And now I just bring my rook up. I'm threatening the pawn, I'm threatening the queen. And now he tries a queen trade that I could go for, but I was seeing already that I had a checkmate situation. So I took the pawn. He had to move the queen. I check, and he goes, and then I checkmate it. It was a very nice game. I played calmly, and I thought about every move. I had the plan, so things went good for me. Thanks for my opponent for the game, and thank you for watching the video. I'll see you on the next one.